So we're here at the Gloucester High School in the auto shop building where it's the official headquarters for the Horribles Parade Committee, scheduled to still take place tomorrow evening, July 3rd, through the streets of Gloucester, Massachusetts. I am here with some of the committee members. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves, please?
Ted Bannon, John Blood,
Dave Tucker,
Jerry McKee, Dennis Latham,
Doug Goldsby.
Thank you very much for inviting Good Morning Gloucester here tonight to inform the people. I know there's some bad weather scheduled, but the parade is still on, and we're looking forward to a fabulous event. You guys put together one of the most organized parades that I've ever participated in, along with the Fiesta Parade. A lot of hard work goes into pulling this type of event off. And you are the unsung heroes behind the scenes that actually put this together. So David, why don't you give a little history about the Horribles Parade here in Gloucester, and let's touch upon some of the important facts that we want people to know to still come down and enjoy tomorrow night event.
All right, yeah, the Horribles Parade's been around since the late 1930s. It started out as a farmer's way of getting together and celebrating the 4th of July. And then we took it, another group took it over at the Riverdale Monument, and from that point we went down to the bowling alley, and now we have our regular home now, which is the high school, around the city of Gloucester, back to the high school again.
How many miles is the parade, David, estimate?
2.5 miles long. Back when we were in Riverdale, it was from the drum corps down to the Riverdale Mills. And it was just a bunch of animals, farmers. They dressed them up, the kids dressed up. And we've been around since the late 1930s.
Late 1930s, that's amazing, the late 1930s. So this is one of the oldest parades in the United States?
I call it the oldest one, yeah, unless somebody else can beat us. So my dad ran it for quite a few years. I've been here running it and helping out my whole life. My son's coming up, and I got a granddaughter's in the wings too. So
it's a great family tradition. The Tucker family has deep roots into this Horribles Parade. So how many bands, how many floats, what is our status so far? I know people continue to join in. You can come down last minute, but who wants to talk a little bit about what we will be seeing tomorrow?
We have 7, maybe 8 local bands. We usually have the same collection of bands every year. This year we have a Canadian band called the Titans Brass Band. They're coming down from Quebec City. And like I say, we have a bunch of the local favorites, the Boston Firemen's Band, the Northeast Italian Band.
That's a big one. That's a big hit here.
The Sal Lerner's
Steel drum.
Steel Drum Band will be here. We have a couple of pipe bands. New Hampshire School of the New Hampshire Pipe and Drum.
So you have quite a few musical, musical entertainment for tomorrow night's procession. That's awesome.
That's the biggest part of our budget right there is the bands. You know, we can spend up to 17 grand on bands alone.
Wow.
And this is why it's important. You know, I don't usually put out the price tag, but we have to raise that money along the parade route. And we have a few businesses that help us out. You see the banners and some in the front of some of the bands. But the main money is raised through our collectors when we walk by you.
So when you see, you'll have, this district? There'll be money collectors tomorrow. When you see it and you enjoy this, you really, really need to help these people out to continue this awesome parade, you know, for next year and for many years, you know, forward. And there is a big expense that goes into it.
Right. And this year here is one of our first. We had to put together a evacuation plan because of Andrew coming up the coast. Lieutenant MacArthur called us yesterday, and we got that all worked out, so we have a shelter area if it does hit, which, don't worry, it does not rain on our parade. So we will make it through clear, and then afterwards the band concert is down on the boulevard. That's still going on. I believe they're still going to have the laser show, but the only thing that is canceled is the fireworks.
Okay, so all events for tomorrow, besides the fireworks, are currently still going on, so
Right.
come on down.
And
What
we
are,
had a big push this year, let Jeremy talk about it with the Horribles, because they've been getting real thin, and we're trying to bring them back, you know, and we want to let the parents know it is safe to bring your kids down here, because we have people walking amongst the parade route. We have the radio guys along the side of the radio, you know, along the side of the parade route, you know, watching everything. So this is a very safe place to be.
that's great information, and being a participant for a few years, I know how safe it is. There are so many adults along the parade route watching these kids. Why don't we go back and just talk a little bit about what is a horrible for those people that are not from Gloucester that don't know about our tradition of this awesome parade?
So they were saying we did a big push. All the K through 5 kids got flyers to come dress up, and it's like Halloween in July to celebrate the holiday. And the kids dress up, you know, anything they want. It could be a princess, it could be a Jedi, it could be
A hot movie.
Yeah,
You know?
anything.
Yeah.
Lobster.
And a horrible can be anything. And a horrible can be a 1-year-old to someone that's 101. You know, it doesn't matter age. There is no difference. You get a ticket to be a horrible. You get a chance to win. We've got a couple of really great bikes here for this year. We're giving away the Palazzolas helped us put through.
That's awesome.
And big mics.
And yeah,
Big helmets.
and also we also have 2 weeks on Camp Spindrift. One for a boy and one for a girl.
That's fantastic. So there are prizes for the Horribles that enter the parade. There's 2 bikes, one from Mike's Bike Shop, Palazzola's Sporting Good, and like he said, Camp Spindrift. Now that's fantastic. That's incentive right there to get your kids down here. Anything else we want to touch upon as far as, you know, I have to say one thing about the Horribles. I love when you see a family get together and a family walks as a group as Horribles with the theme. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it is. And 2 years ago, we had the Stockman family that have been in there since their kids were little. Now they're all grown up and gone off on their own. And 2 years ago was the last year that they were in the parade. We got to make them a parade marshal. So we had Mr. and Mrs. Stockman, Dr. and Mrs. Stockman be our parade marshal.
This year, the Stockman family will be, the husband and wife will be the parade?
No,
No.
Oh, last year they were,
Last year,
okay.
yeah.
Who is this year's?
This year here, it's we had Ray Smith out of Rockport. He's been a lifelong supporter of the parade. You know, anything we needed, he was there with my dad way back in Riverdale, and he's been with us. Unfortunately, Ray passed away, and he's in memory. He will be our Grand Parade Marshal this year. And yeah, and as far as that goes, his sister will be riding in this place. She's coming up from Louisiana, and she's going to ride and present the family. Also, we have Gloucester's own Danny Williamson, who just went to the Special Olympics, won a gold medal in shot put, and a couple, the Nationals, yeah, and won 2 bronze medals as well. So we asked Danny to be the parade marshal, and the police department has their Hummer decorated in a Special Olympic theme, and they both came together. It was
That's
great.
fantastic. See, our community really, so many people pulled together to make this really a special night and recognize, you know, important people throughout our community,
Yeah,
like you
and
said.
the parade marshal's gone on too. It used to be, I just got off the phone before I got here with McComsky Brothers at the cement company. They're coming down with one of their cement trucks. And I joked around because we used to have them as the parade marshal. They used to put a toilet seat up on top of the dump on top there, and the guy would ride through the parade and be the honorary parade marshal. And, you know, we had a couple other people fill in, and, you know, it was a fun thing. And we figured, you know, we're getting bigger and better, we're doing a lot, we're putting a lot more into it. Let's make this an honor. So we'd like to honor people, you know, we've had school teachers, you know, police, fire, certain mayors, you know, other politicians that are locally and, you know, help us out here on our day here, so.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a wonderful parade, and we know it doesn't rain here in Gloucester when we're going to have a parade, so.
Horribles.
Harbors
Can't
Parade.
say that about Fiesta. Usually when it rains on Fiesta, we're all set.
No, I think we're going to be okay. Thank you, gentlemen. Good luck tomorrow night. Anything else is
Everybody
anybody?
come out. You know, if there's a little shower, bring an umbrella, but you're not gonna need it because it won't rain on our
And if
parade.
you're thinking about dressing up, be here at 5. Anybody can show up. Families, bring the kids, you know,
Yeah,
throw
there's
on the
no
favorite
parking,
costume.
no parking here at the,
Yeah, so make sure you
school
walk
yard.
down.
Yeah, and after 5 it gets real closed up here.
And any floats that are not registered, that does not mean you cannot be a participant. You can come down.
We'll sign you up here and get you going.
Awesome.
We do have a website, fishtownhorribles.org. We have all our information on. We also have a Facebook, right? So we're trying to get those. It's our first year using them, so we got a lot of nicks and things to fix up. But next year we'll be back there.
We'll put that link at, underneath the video. Thank you, gentlemen. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you guys.